Hello everybody and welcome back to some more GlitchCraft. It's not been too terribly long since I finished recording the last episode, but I have been doing a bit of work and a bit of research. So what I have done in the meantime is I went over to Chronos and Flames Based, had a look at how they had this whole thing set up, and I realized they had a filter. The reason I didn't realize this at first is because it's somewhat hidden in the blood altar. As you can see, like half of it's in there. But they have a filter set up so it can only accept one item, and I've set it so it can't, this thing will not get blocked because it cannot oversend, and this only sends one at a time anyway. But so this doesn't get blocked, I have that so I can look at this and be like, oh, I have this many left, and not have to add one on and be awkward. And then this one's just going to pull out, I think it's pulling out one. I could probably throw it to 64, but it's just going to be pulling out one anyway, and I have a filter here, a whitelist set up here, so currently the only thing that we're creating is blank slates. So that's the only thing it's pulling out. When we get to these later versions of slates, like the reinforced slates and the imbued slates and the demonic slates and stuff like that, and I think, what is it, filled sockets, I think, is another one. Yeah, tier 3, 30,000 LP, empty socket, yeah. So when we get to stuff like that, we'll throw those in the filter as well, which is why I went for the resonant one. So we have, what is it, 15 slots of filter, so that is pretty good. And other than that, I can probably just, if it gets too much, I can probably just put a blacklist, and everything but the stuff on the blacklist will come out. But this is more safe, I guess, than that, so nothing sneaks through. But I have actually been doing some stuff. I got 20 more blood runes, just blank runes really, nothing to worry about. 4 glowstone. I'm using seared brick, or yeah, seared bricks, but we are going to be using this 20 blood runes to actually upgrade this to a tier 3. So to what I'm to understand, this is how a tier 3 is created. We are going to have to do a bit of... Oh, don't want that block going. That's why I have a magnet on. I don't know why I'm going after a piece of cobblestone so much. But I could have easily just gone into my AE system and been like, cobblestone, there we go. But, you know, I guess whatever. This actually does give me a point of, like, I need to get the air sigil. I'm going to get all the sigils if I can. I've actually created this golden bag of holding and named it blood magic, so it can specifically hold all the blood magic stuff. But yeah, we're going to have all the sigils, and the two that I'm really, I think, or 3 actually, that I'm most excited about are the green growth one, which is like a passive growing thing, like passively makes stuff grow, and if you right click in it, it uses LP and basically acts like a redstone, or bone meal rather. The other one I'm pretty excited for is Sigil of the Fast Miner. I want to see how fast I can get this going, even with efficiency 5, how fast it is already, and haste and this thing. And there's another one which is the Sigil Air, the air one, because we fly like going up high like this, we go incredibly slowly. So I think if we hold down right click with that, it'll be a lot quicker, which will prove pretty cool. We're gonna have to now also set up the filters again, which is gonna be fun. So let's get some more cobble. I actually found out that reason why that why my tiki wasn't working. I don't know specifically why, but I found out like it doesn't work when I've got like my mouse over anything here. If I do this, it works. If I do it here, it doesn't. It's weird. We are going to now have the altar there, I think, which should be fine. And get rid of that one. Get rid of that. Make sure I didn't destroy the block below it. And if we have a look with the divination sigil, this is a tier 3 thing now. Oh, make sure my gem's on. Don't want to die. And we'll right click with this. Now, I'm not actually, I did a bit more research into the self-sacrifice runes. I'm not actually sure I want to go into them particularly. I don't know if at this lower tier it's worth it, because they only give you a extra 20 LP from the sacrificial knife per time you use it. So I don't actually know if that is really worth it when I could be having other stuff instead. Like I could be using different things instead. What am I trying to say? I don't know. I actually also just realized I missed something, which I guess we can do now. I'm going to be skipping a step in theory, but with the tier 2 altar, we were supposed to go and use an emerald and get a new blood orb out of that. So I'm actually going to get rid of this blood orb in here. We will get a, what is it, princess blood orb from this. That's what we get from the tier 2. So tier 1 we did, which was just on its own. The tier 2 is the 8 around it. And with that, we were able to do this recipe. I'm not actually sure how much LP it uses. 5,000, so it's going to take a bit of time. And then the tier after that, we actually use a gold block, which I guess we can just get now. There we go. And uses 40,000 LP. So we are going to have to probably stay around it quite a bit, considering this has a capacity of 10,000, so we're going to need 4 times the capacity of this thing's to do. So we're going to have to be here just holding right click. There we go. So this thing actually holds. Let's actually just. Actually, I think if we do this, it will be better. I don't know how much this holds actually. I think it might be 10,000. No, I think it might be 25,000. Let's have a look. Let's just like right click on it for a while and see how it goes. I think off the top of my head it's 25,000. I'm pretty sure I saw that number floating around somewhere. There we go. So 25,000 LP in this thing, which is kind of cool. And then we're going to have to just kind of wait for this gold block. So this will create a Magician's Blood Orb, I think. If I can find them again. Yeah, Magician's Blood Orb, which, having a look at this, what's been written here, it is, it'll have 150,000, I think. Which is kind of cool, and we can also do some extra recipes with these. We can hold off on the sacrificing for a moment, but we can, you know, I think there's only certain recipes we can only do with this and stuff. So that should be good. Oh, I'm lagging again. God damn it. Let's see how. I'm gonna go to 1 heart. Probably end up killing myself. Okay, so after another issue of internet, I got like my internet cut out, came back on, internet cut out straight again. So during that time, we did finally get this thing done. We now have a Magician's Blood Orb that is now set to us. We can throw this one in here, and we can just have with the division sigil see what we're doing. So this should, as far as I know, be a 150,000, I think it is. So that should be pretty good. So there are a few sigils that we could make at the moment. Don't think they're too important. I will probably do those in between episodes. And what I think our main priority is right now is upgrading the altar. So, well, what we have to do now is we're at a kind of an annoying point where we've got to get a bound blade, because killing an enemy with the bound blade has the chance of dropping a weak blood shard, which we kind of need a few of. I think 2 of, because we need a weak blood shard to make the blood blocks, where I can find them, large bloodstone bricks. 1 stone and 1 weak blood shard makes 32, and then we also need 1 in order to create the... Is it? Nope, it's the one before, the Master Blood Orb, in the tier 4 altar at 40,000, I think. Well, this is tier 3, but when we get the blood blocks, large bloodstone bricks, then we will have a tier 4, which will then mean that we can craft that new blood orb, because we're currently at the tier 3 one, which is the Magician's Blood Orb. So we are going to need, we actually need 7 on each side, so what's that? 28. We need 28 total blank slates, which is actually not too bad, because that just means we need 1, 2, 3, 4 more of these. So I'll let these go and sort all that out. Okay, we are back, and finally we have got a bit more progress. So I went and made enough of these. I can't actually remember. It's been a bit of time. Apparently I pressed F7. It's been a bit of time since I actually last recorded. I been out for a few hours since then, but we got these 28, I think it is, blood runes out here, which means we are going to have to push each of these up a level, and the seared bricks, which we're using as our little podium block for the moment, because I think it looks cool, and we have a few of them. We're going to have to put blood runes, or the blood blocks on here, but obviously we have to get a bound sword to do that, so in order to get the bound sword, we are going to have to do a ritual. We're actually going to have to get a diamond sword, which is not too difficult. Hopefully it shouldn't be too difficult. And I have made enough reinforced slates to actually obtain the ritual stone, so we should have enough to do this. We're going to get 28 out of this, and then we're going to have to use 4 of those to make a master ritual stone, which is kind of okay. So let's do that. And and we should, I think, be fine. I don't think we need anything specific other than the ritual stones themselves. Oh, and also, we're gonna need if I can find it, I think, a ritual divine. I think that's all we need, which shouldn't be too difficult. We're gonna need a ghast tier, which we have a few of, which is fine. We're gonna need a what is it? Lapis block, which we can just craft one. That's going to be a lot easier than doing anything else. Obsidian, which we can just nick from here. And the final one is, what is the final one? So lapis, magma, magma crucible, not magma crucible. Where is it? So I can craft it. There it is. Magma cream. There we go. We should have some slime for that. There we go. And yeah, we're gonna have to throw these into the altar. It shouldn't be too difficult. I'm just slowly, obviously, keeping this up in the blood that is in it. So it shouldn't take too long, I don't think. Should take 1,000, I'm thinking. Yep. So there we go. We got the earth. Then we'll need the fire and all that, and then basically we're going to make this into a ritual diviner, which shouldn't take too long. And by doing that, we are going to be able to make the rituals a lot easier, I think. I think that's how it works, at least. So that's good. And then we're going to need a thing called an activation crystal, a weak activation crystal, which is a lava crystal, which also is pretty easy. We'll actually do that after we've made these as well, because we are going to have to go back and craft to the crafting thing anyway. And we can make a lava crystal, which we need to do. Shouldn't take too long. We should have enough lava to do that. And let's just fill the thing up again. Take it out just so it doesn't take anything. You're up 10,000? Yeah, you are. So that's going to be good. We make that. We'll also make the activation crystal and the diamond sword. So we are going to create, what are we after? We need this thing. There we go. Ritual diviner. Then we're going to go for the activation crystal, which means we need that, which I will see how much of that we have. See buckets. We have a ton of buckets because auto crafting is fun when it comes to that. So let's just throw the lava thing down there, pick all 3 of these up, and everything should be fine. Let's put our blood orb there. This will then, I think, we should have a tier. What do we need it for? We need it for a tier 3 and 10,000. So it's going to use up all of our blood, which will be good because then we can actually kind of keep track of how long it's got to go. Generally, we could do that anyway as long as we know how much it's taking, and that'll make a weak activation crystal, which will be good. That activates everything. And I basically made this hole over here because I think the moment we're going to have it above, because I think that's kind of how that whole thing works. I think we should probably... Oh. How do we... We are looking for... Which one? Ritual binding, that's it. Where is it? There's a lot of them. My god. Alright, it's coming up. Ritual binding. And it should, from there, take our 28, I think it was, that I had. No, it was 24, but it was 4 extra to make that. That was it. And create that activation thing. And then we need a diamond sword, which I forgot to make. So that'll be good. And that'll make a bound sword, which we can then use to get something else I want to check. No, okay. I accidentally did make an imbued slate, which is actually kind of good, because we can actually use the imbued slate to get our weak blood shards up to a higher number, so that should be good. What do we need? We need a diamond sword, so we need diamonds and a stick. That'll be good. And then we're going to have to take the magnet off. I keep on going the wrong way. Activation crystal. And I'm thinking that everything should be fine. I think. I might move this in close. Actually, no, I won't, considering the potential increase in... You feel a pull, but you are too weak to push any further. Oh, maybe it's because my thing's empty. That might be why. Let's actually do this. I have it so it will auto-click for a while. There we go. Maybe now it'll do it. You feel a pull, but you are too weak to push any further. Really? Oh, no. Okay, so maybe I had to have this out. Maybe it's taking from here? Yeah, it seems to be. Interesting. Oh my god, that's actually happening as well. So we got our bound sword now, which will be good. And if we shift, I think it's, yeah, shift right click on it, it will become activated. And if we don't, it will become unactivated. So let's get rid of all these. And then since we're in a biome that cannot spawn anything, I think the plan here is to, wrong one, I want to have that there. Just because it will take my life points. We need a powered spawner and a ton of cobble, of which we have, funnily enough, a ton. What is... What? Why is there like weird particles there? I'm not sure. We actually need... I actually forgot again that the T key doesn't like to work. So, how do we want to do this? We only need a few of them, so we could probably let them just go in the middle here. So let's just... They'll probably go after me anyway. I do love the fact the message of the day is a glitchy server, because it's true. Very true. We'll have them in here because then, you know, hopefully nothing goes wrong. And also we have a builder's one now, so makes building a lot easier, provided I don't do that. Right, let's get rid of everything. And build up a bit. We'll go up to this level and I think everything should be fine from there. So let's just have... we can have it a bit lower because then they won't hopefully spawn above, like, on the sides. But that should be powering, and it should be ready to spawn. We're going to get this, and we're just going to kill them. As well as, we're going to have this orb on, because then we should get an easier hit on them. And I'm hoping that these guys will drop the weak blood shard. Because they don't, I'll be kind of sad. I don't think they can kill me anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. But I'm hoping these guys drop it. It says it has a chance of dropping one, so it's obviously, I'm going to have to kill a few enemies first, but Where's my resistance gem? Where is it? My guys like mind just wait a sec. There we go. Right, I am going to set this to off then. And I think what I'll probably do is go out. I think it's nighttime. It's always got night vision, so I can't always tell. I think it's night. Yeah, it is. We'll go off once these guys have stopped spawning. We will go off and do a normal hunt. I think that'll probably be for the best. Is that guy's outside? You guys should not be outside. Also, if I get crits, I kill them in one hit. That's nice. So what I'm going to do is I will fly over to. Well, I guess Flame's place isn't within 50 blocks. Well, not all of it's within 50 blocks of the Magnum torch I put down, so we should be fine when it comes to that. I think when it comes to actually finding enemies to kill. Right, let's drop down. There's an Enderman there. I can see him. Gave me an Ender Pearl at least. I need a weak bloodshot. Well, actually, I do only need one. Come to think of it, because I can turn that extra shard I made earlier into another one. So that should be all good. It's very weird that I'm back at the point where I need to kill enemies. So I didn't expect it to take this long though, because I was out with Flame the other day and he was killing, like, he killed like 3 enemies and he got it like on the 3rd one, funnily enough, the last one. So that was kind of weird that, you know, I've already, unless the Crimson Guard don't drop them, which is possible because they're not a vanilla mob, potentially. But again, Blood Magic is integrated with Thorncraft, so I wouldn't expect it to, you know, it's so that those mobs don't ever drop anything. Right. I need to find these guys. My god. If I can't get one, what it might boil down to is, I know, well, I think that Chrono's got one, or Flame's got one in a chest somewhere. I'll just, like, you know, use that imbued slate I have. Ah, it's a... Damn it! Right, I need to, I need to run back somewhere where my base exists. There's a huge slime there. Let's get rid of a few things. Yes, I have a single-use one. That is good. Let me get that peck guy. For a few reasons. The main reason is he drops... Hey, dude. You, my friend, are... You... What are you doing? Right, now can I not pick you up with the safari net? Also, oh, that's sad. Can I pick up a wisp? No, I can't pick up a wisp either. It's very interesting. Okay, we won't worry about that. But they drop a wand focus that you cannot get any other way. So that is kind of a priority when it comes to this. Whoa, lag down here. I feel like I need to get fortune on this thing. Funnily enough, straight after I stopped recording, I killed one more enemy, and I got the weak blood shard from him. I've also sorted out the bag a bit, so you've kind of got the orbs, the slates, the weapons, like tools, whatever. Sigils are going to go on this line. Other tools, like this is the ritual thing, sacrificial knife, activation crystal, and then other things are going to go here. This one's actually going to get used, so is the imbued slate and the magician's orb. I think we can actually do this in a normal inventory as well. Can we not? How do we do this? So how do I craft one of these? Oh, do I have to have a higher level one? So I need either an Eldritch, a Is it? Oh no, I can have. How do I get a Master Blood Orb? Is that? But yeah, that's the tier above us. So that's okay. So we actually need a second one of these, which kind of sucks. But for now, we can just get a piece of stone, put this, and we can sort out the ritual and actually set up the ritual. Well, I might just set that that area, the place with the those guys. I might actually just set that to be active again quickly, because I can bring out my bound blade, set these all to give me stuff. I can give resistance as well. I'll have the bound blade, and yeah, I can pretty much. I actually want to keep the blood, or the. No, okay, I do have the magician orb in my inventory. That's good. But yeah, I want to see if I can actually get anything from these guys. That might be interesting to see. I know if I fly, I should get a 1 kill on them, which would be good. The only problem I have is the fact they do drop other items such as this, so that is kind of the annoyance when it comes to that. But at the same time, they have somewhat useful items in some regards because of knowledge fragments and the like, and soul aspects, which are useless. But yeah, since it's daytime, I can't really go off and, you know, kill a ton of enemies right now. So we might have to deal with this as a, you know, potential way to do this, but I don't really feel like it's the best way to do it. So what I might do, as I said, I will maybe let these guys go for a bit, maybe let them spawn around, get quite a few of them set up. Okay, so it turned night again. I went out and killed a few things with the bound sword. Was actually able to get 4 weak blood shards out of everything. That was actually pretty lucky of us, which actually now allows us, provided we get rid of this thing. Let me actually stop it from pulling anything out. Should be able to, with, I think it is 40,000, no, 50,000 rather, LP, and that will give us a Master Blood Orb, which will basically unlock the last rune that we can make, which is the Rune of the Orb, which is basically, it increases, what is it, 2%, each one gives a extra 2% of capacity to the blood orbs, and this blood orb is going to be 1 million, I think it is, so that's going to be fine. We'll just stay here. We can actually fill it up a bit quicker, and then we also get some lovely demonic slates, which will be pretty good. And with this one, I think we can actually turn the blood shard, or the weak blood shards, into the 5 blood shards, like from the infused slate, I think it is. Whichever one it is, I can't remember. Yeah, the imbued slate, that was it. So we can either turn that into a demonic slate, which requires a 25,000 LP per one, which means we might want to think about getting some capacity ones or some superior capacity ones eventually. That might be a good idea for us to do. What I might do, I need to find a way I can like give it a ton of LP, even when I'm offline, which might mean I have to do a like Well of Suffering type thing. But here we are, our Master Blood Orb, which is currently what, 14,000, basically 15,000, 150,000 rather, which is like nearly, basically like a tenth of what we can get. So provided we can actually you know, give it quite a lot, it will hold 1 million LP, which I think is going to be perfectly fine for now. I don't really think. I don't think we're going to go ahead and use all that much. We haven't even got any sigils, so we really aren't going to use it. But what we can do is we can at least try that thing we did earlier with the Master Blood Orb this time. So does that doesn't work for some reason. Don't know why. Maybe it has to be in a crafting bench. Alright, let's make a proper one. So let's find a weak blood shard. Where is it? Weak one. There it is. So that's there. Is it like that? I need to keep finding it. No, it says, I'm pretty sure Master is here somewhere. Transcendent Archmage Master. There we go. There we go. So it seems that it has to be actual crafted. So there's 7 for us to have. That should be fine. So what I think we might do is we can actually go ahead and make some bound tools. We probably won't use them too much, but they're nice to have, I guess. And maybe we'll think about getting some bound armor because we need some filled sockets, which means we need 30,000 LP and a empty socket. Empty sockets are weak blood shards, which means we're going to have to create quite a few of those thingamajigs, those imbued slates. I can probably work it out how much we need to do, but I'm not sure if we want to do that yet. What I might do is, yeah, I think we'll end off it today. I think that was pretty good. So we'll probably do the bound items in the background, do those myself, just because they're not really too interesting, I don't think. We're not going to use them. As I said, they're just nice to have in the bag. And yeah, I will also have a look at... I'll probably make all the sigils I can right now. It's just a case of time. It's going to take a while to get the demonic slates and imbued slates in a while. It's going to be a lot of AFKing and holding right click on the sacrificial knife until I can work out the best way I can sort of sort that out, which I guess would be the case of just getting a villager spawner, or even just a normal... I can get a normal suffering thing if I can just get a... I was thinking about getting a soul shard thing, so... yes, empty soul cage, or fill a soul cage, and get like a tier 5 thing, 1024, throw it into like a powered spawner or a normal spawner, like a MFR spawner, and get that up to 1024, which means it will be super fast, and we can get a Well of Suffering. I think that's a thing that we can get, you know, sort out. I'll have a look into it, and yeah, I'll also probably add some runes in between. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.